Hello everyone and welcome to Pokemon A to Z, and we are here in Season 2 in Regulation E, and you know, for Regulation E I've got to bust out all the stops, got to get some of the best players around, and as well as that I also have to get some absolutely incredible community experiences, so please say hello to Jace.
What? Alright, hello! I agree that I'm a terrible player. Thank you for pointing that out.
Well, no, I said you were a great player and an excellent community experience. What?
No, also, you said you had to get great players, and then in addition to that, you should get some other people who were great community members, which is definitely how I would describe myself as well.
I will have you know, I was saying you were both.
Well, that's very kind of you. I think I'm neither, but, you know.
I suppose we'll have to see. And yes, I am filming this out of order, though that would probably be more noticeable after 4 and 5 have come out. But yes, you had a particular passion for both of the Pokemon that we are using in this episode.
I definitely have a passion for one.
Is it Bruxish? It's not Bruxish, okay.
It's not Bruxish.
I mean, you seem to be incredibly high on Bruxish.
Here's what it is that you've used Bruxish, you've drafted it,
yes,
and you didn't love it.
I thought it was okay.
Bruxish, but I think it's pretty good. And I think, especially since we're going to be playing on ladder today, Bruxish has a lot more value.
Interesting proposition. Certainly, yeah, I can go through the stuff that I like in Bruxish, and you said that you've used chlorophyll, not chlorophyll, yes. Victreebel, as much as chlorophyll is accurate. Actually, did you get any use out of Gluttony, just very briefly?
When I use it in our VBLS's Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl season.
Right.
And I had it with Torkoal. So on a Torkoal team where Torkoal was coming every week, it was definitely running chlorophyll. Okay. Gluttony would be used on a bulky set, right?
I feel like Gluttony would have been better pre the pinch berries being reverted.
Yeah, it was good in Gen 7. But Victreebel just doesn't have the bulk to use Gluttony well.
But yes, so yeah, so you mostly use chlorophyll. Does it get Weather Ball in this format?
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool. I played in another format at some point where it didn't, and I was pretty sad.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It doesn't get Solar Blade, unfortunately.
No Solar Blade. Well, it also doesn't get like a physical fire type move either, so I think you already...
Well, it gets Terra Blast.
That's true. So, yes, chlorophyll allows you to have double speed while in Sun, and because this is Generation 9, which is after Generation 8, that means if you set up Sun during the middle of the turn, it gets that speed doubled immediately, rather than popping in the turn after. Often Victreebel has kind of competed with Venusaur for slots in Sun positions as another Grass or Poison type, and I think it's slightly stronger physically and slightly less strong specially, or is it slightly stronger specially as well? It's definitely a lot frailer.
Physically.
The same special attack.
And the thing, it's 5 points higher on the attack. I think the thing with Victreebel, and the reason why you use it, is as a physical sweeper. I mean, it is arguably the best chlorophyll user in the format.
Do you think it's better than Lilligant?
No, I don't.
Okay. I mean, I would say that currently, in terms of like Regulation E, the Pokemon that seem to be the best chlorophyll users to me are Lilligant, Hissway, and Jumpluff. And I don't know that Victreebel competes with either of their slots.
Yeah, Jumpluff is not offensive, so I think in terms of offensive chlorophyll, the thing that Victreebel has over the fucking Lilligant is better matchup into Torkoal, into Fluttermane.
Okay.
Because of the poison
does
resisting fairy.
Yeah, one of them. That's true. Is it? I'm not sure how particularly adept it is at killing him. Lilligant's got like 110 attack, right?
It has a thing attack, 105.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Honestly, I'm not very familiar with Lilligant's base stats.
Lilligant is way faster, so it's outspeeding, everything.
Is Victreebel outspeeding Booster Flutter? Because obviously you're giving it speed boost.
Good question. That's probably the first thing we should check.
They added the level 50 button to Showdown.
They did.
I don't know why it didn't work for a second there. Sun. 307. No, you're not faster.
Not faster than...
maybe having this Pokemon on a Sun team is a liability.
You're faster than no, you're not faster than Modest. Ooh.
Well, Modest doesn't get a speed boost, so you are faster than Modest, but yes.
Right. No, you're right. Okay, well...
I don't think you're faster than, like, the standard, like, 88 speed one that does go for the speed boost because it's got bulk. No, you don't even hit that. No, so I'm going to say, Victreebel, you know, there's definitely other things that we can consider. So I think that there are... So there have been periods where people have used Victreebel just as, like, a standard special attacker, but it has one tool over Venusaur that people, I think, often gravitated towards. Because unfortunately, just like Venusaur, it is still walled by Bulletproof, which is awkward. This Pokemon, I mean, Komoa being in the format is definitely a bit scary, but Strength Sap. So this has definitely been a move that has seen some usage on, like, Chloro sets to make this fit in sort of the mid-role of being both offensive and defensive as a Chlorophyll abuser.
You can run Strength Sap and Sleep Powder to make it, like, have a very threatening support portfolio.
And then you'd probably be like Solar Beam, Weather Ball.
Well, yeah. I think we got to look at, you know, what the team that we're building is actually designed to do.
Yeah.
Especially when we're using these two together.
For sure.
Strength Sap is the niche. I think the thing is, though...
I mean, at this point, its niche is just having Poison Stab.
Yeah. Well, we're in a format without Venusaur, right? So,
yeah. So
I'm not 100%
competing with the Lilligant. Are there other Chloromons? I know there's the Slow Guy and there's Shiftry, right? There's Sunflora and Shiftry.
There's
Leafeon, Leavanny, Leavanny. Scovillain.
Yeah.
Adding in this new format has meant that it's taking longer for me to get to Scovillain. I've used Tropius. I think we used Harvest on Tropius though.
So
some fun Pokemon.
I think we want to look at, like, what the team is actually designed to do, right? Because we can throw a set on Victreebel, but, you know, what is
we can consider what we want to do with Victreebel. But the other thing we have to think about is we are showing off two Pokemon. So Bruxish has two good abilities and a funny ability. So Dazzling, this Pokemon and its allies are protected from opposing priority moves. It is something which forces a lot of gameplay decisions from your opponent and is much better in, like, a ladder or tournament format generally than draft, because in draft your opponent will just, like, not bring it. If you're playing against Tinkaton, you can run the ability shield so that they can't fake out through with Mold Breaker.
And
then it
if
has
you're playing against
which is often like a good mix up from Dazzling, because this Pokemon is okay strength at 105, but you're rarely going to be in a position to get a Swords Dance. Strong Jaw allows you to functionally have a +1 attack on Psychic Fangs, which is both a strong move and also removes screens, which is pretty good.
And then you have Wave Crash, which is another really strong stab, so it is a pretty threatening offensive Pokemon with a reasonable speed for that.
Yeah, and it does have access to Crunch and Ice Fang as well to take advantage of Strong Jaw, which certainly appreciates over Velusa, who does not get a boost on Ice Fang. So yeah, its speed tier at 92 is definitely pretty decent, and its bulk is okay. It will take a neutral hit from most Pokemon.
That's true of every Pokemon. The only Pokemon that can't take a neutral hit is Stonejourner, and then special attacks.
No, I think there are a lot of Pokemon who, like, I'm trying to think about what Pokemon are like a neutral. Like, this Pokemon would take a Moonblast from. Like, this Pokemon you could very easily EV it to take a Moonblast from Fluttermane.
Sure.
Whereas,
I don't think there's a lot of Pokemon that
I
don't always run. I mean, I think Bruxish is probably going to run Sash. I would not argue that its bulk is usable.
I mean, I feel like there are, like, very different, like, there's sorts of breakpoints where I used Arbok, who is noted less bulky on, like, all of the fronts, and that less bulk was challenging to use. Was it actually less bulky? Yeah, maybe it's a little bit less bulky on the special side.
But Arbok has Intimidate.
Yeah,
the whole point of Arbok is that it has...
Luckily, there's no way to prevent people from losing stats due to Intimidate in this current format.
True.
I think with the HP difference, they probably a similar bulk. I mean, this is sort of like... This, like, 70-70-70 is like, okay, I have something to work with here.
Sure. Well, I think, you know, in Draft League specifically, you can absolutely do an AV Bruxish or a Citrus Berry Bruxish when it has a good offensive matchup. If you know your opponent is using, like, a a rain team or something with Urshifu Rapid and another water type or something, like you could EV this to take some hits.
I mean,
ladder,
I know I ran in Regulation A, like dual screens, Bruxish. It was alright.
But I think the main thing that Bruxish does, and Bruxish is like popular in this VGC format. I've seen it on
it's on a few teams,
CybertronVGC channel multiple times. Is a unfake-outable Trick Room user that also has a good matchup in Urshifu.
Yes, well...
And it team.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anywhere near as much Urshifu Rapid as single, but yeah, it definitely does have an alright matchup into Urshifu Rapid, and yeah, the immunity fake out is definitely the compelling use case for dazzling. You know, covering Sucker Punch and Extreme Speed are nice, but fake out is very, very strong.
Urshifu Rapid is way more common than the Dark one.
In this format?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm coming down to my, like, I don't know, 60-odd games of experience here. I've not seen that much of Urshifu Rapid. Urshifu Rapid's also just kind of, like, worse in the Ogerpon format, right? Whereas Dark didn't get worse because of all of the grass.
There's an argument there for sure. Dark is still, not great into Fluttermane, of course. We are recording on the day of the Peoria Regional, so we can look at the usage stats there.
Sure.
To see what was common on the teams.
Can we? I don't know how to find them.
Well, I'll look, but let's keep talking about the team.
All right. So Bruxish, it does have the offensive option, and then it does have the Trick Room option. The Trick Room option definitely isn't bad. But yeah, it is Pokemon, I think, that if you had like Screens and Intimidate sort of thing, or like other disruption, you probably could steal Swords Dances with it. But yeah, the Trick Room definitely is strong. Don't know if it... like, it fits also well under a Victreebel sort of team, because it's pretty easy to slam Torkoal into a Victreebel team and be like, I want Drought. And then you can have slow mode, fast mode.
This is what the team is, right? It's like these three have very solid synergy. It's a Fire, Water, Grass core. Bruxish is, I think, a pretty solid water type to have on a Sun team. You do want a water type on a Sun team a lot of the time. And just having another stab is pretty significant.
Yeah.
Bruxish, Victreebel, Torkoal, we have our Sun mode and we have our Trick Room, right? So we want another Trick Room Pokemon and another Sun Pokemon, and then something to shore up some bad matchups, right?
So I think I have a Pokemon that I would favor pretty heavily in terms of a Trick Room, like a second Trick Room mon. Like in the sense of Iron Hands, is just very good.
Is it going to be Iron Hands?
Well, I mean, Iron Hands is very good. So is that something that you're down with, or do you have an alternative?
Yeah, no, when you were saying I have something in mind, I was about to be like, if it's not Iron Hands, I don't know what you're smoking. It's definitely Iron Hands.
I mean, Iron Hands is definitely very good.
And, if we were going to be testing this team a lot, like, I think there's definitely an argument for Ursaluna, which, doesn't have the water weakness in Sun, the physical one.
Okay.
There's other options as well. I mean, you could technically do Moonlight. I don't know. I don't think the special one is particularly good.
I don't think the physical one is particularly good either. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's extreme anti-synergy with Luna Blessing is kind of rough.
Well, yeah. But that's why you don't, that's why you run it with Bruxish instead of Grass.
Exactly.
Anyways, that's an option, but I think Iron Hands is just definitely...
Well, Iron Hands is just more consistent getting Trick Room up, because Bruxish is susceptible to being double attacked, whereas the other ones are...
Unless our opponent has Bruxish.
How would that stop our opponent from double attacking our Bruxish?
That's what I'm saying. We can't fake them out if they have Bruxish.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so we would still be susceptible in that situation. But that's what you have Protect, and then like the ability to do other moves with Iron Hands for.
Can I run an idea by you?
Sure.
Bruxish Torkoal is a mode. We can just run lead Bruxish Torkoal and get up Trick Room sometimes.
So I hate leading Torkoal in Trick Room, because then you get lower powered eruptions.
I agree. But what if we don't even run Eruption? What if we run Heat Wave?
Okay, I thought you were going to go a much funnier route.
And for the item, we do Weakness Policy. And we run Aqua Jet Bruxish.
Isn't that just weaker than Eruption? With Charcoal?
+2?
But you're taking like a Bruxish Aqua Jet. This Pokemon has 105 attack.
Yeah, but you're
even
in
if we're
Sun,
running, even if we're running minus.
All right.
So if we do run special, right? So say we run special.
No, max attack. Keep max attack.
Well, so if we were doing Aqua Jet, we would just run special.
I don't think we would run special.
For one thing, Psychic is better than Psychic Fangs into Urshifu. But so if we were concerned about that, but like, if we're running Aqua Jet weakness policy, I think we should. I think we should not be going quite that. Like, I think that we should be going special.
Guess how much max attack Jolly Aqua Jet does to Torkoal?
Like 8%?
Okay, a little more. It does
12%?
11 to 15%.
Okay, so I would say that Heat Wave is maybe slightly stronger, but it's not 100% accurate. I also hate like the Heat Wave set. I've always preferred the Earth Power Flamethrower set. I just like being able to have a single target move because I hate losing to Wide Guard.
Is there any Wide Guard
Pelipper
in the format? Who?
Pelipper.
I truly... Oh, Pelipper.
The Pelican.
I'm like, what
I think there is another mon. I definitely have been wide guarded a few times. Does Melodic get it?
We're using Pelipper. We're not using Torkoal.
Torkoal is normally good into Pelipper, except when wide guard. Yeah, this Gog's not really in the format. I did see a conk with wide guard, but I feel like that was just a bad decision by my opponent.
Like the most likely one we'd see is definitely Pelipper, like you said, or maybe even like Armarouge.
Yeah. The Armarouge you have different issues into with Torkoal.
Okay. So we're not doing weakness policy. That's fine. So photosynthesis. Is there a Pokemon other than Fluttermane? Is there an argument for Roaring Moon?
Is there an argument for Roaring Moon? Do we need more speed control? I guess having a Pokemon with booster energy would be good, but I would probably run... If we're running this physical, we want something else to be special, right?
That's what I'm saying, is like, I think Victreebel can be either physical or special.
Yeah.
But what it offers is a physical breaker in Sun to combo with Fluttermane. And if we ran Roaring Moon, then it could be special. But I think we want Fluttermane here, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with Fluttermane. I'm also fine with running Roaring Moon. Is that the... What are like the proto fellas? I mean, we could do Sandy Shocks, but I think that, yeah, you're probably right, that it is Roaring Moon or Fluttermane. I mean, Roaring Moon's good in this format. Do we feel like our team in general benefits from Tailwind?
No. I mean,
okay. Do we feel like our team would be particularly good at enabling Roaring Moon to get a Dragon Dance? I feel like it's not terrible at that, right? Because we have both Sleep Powder and Fake Out.
I feel like, well, I guess even if we get off like a Fake Out, Iron Hands plus Dragon Dance, I think if we're running Roaring Moon, we're doing like Photosynthesis, attack boost, just hit as hard as possible stuff. Or Photosynthesis speed boost hit as hard as possible, like with a... Well, we already have the Life Orb on Vic.
Or like a Choice Band?
I don't know about Choice Band. Is Choice Band Roaring Moon a set? I mean, we could run it as a... That feels like a meme.
I mean, I feel like Dragon Dance is definitely the one that I would be more compelled to if we're running something like Victreebel and something like Iron Hands on the team. Because I feel like you could set up Dragon Dance. We also have Dazzling to protect it from priority moves. And we could just do attack boosting. Do like the very bulky set that has been popping up. We've got...
Well, yeah, I'll leave that up to you. I think Fluttermane is probably the better idea. But if you want to...
I mean, Roaring Mid's funnier. So
have some fun.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I guess the cool thing...
We also do still have a 6 slot, which could just be Flutter.
Yeah, it could, yeah. I was suggesting that potentially we might want to do physical Victreebel. But I guess actually Victreebel is probably more useful as a special attacker, huh? Because it's not...
You don't have to commit Terror then, if you do special.
Yeah. Yeah, in terms of Chlorophyll, Unova and Lilligant, and then Victreebel, yeah. And Unova and Lilligant doesn't have coverage. So, yeah, let's use a special with Roaring Moon.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, okay. Scale Shot loaded dice.
Yes, I remember that was the reason that this Pokemon's fun now.
And we want Knock, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just D-Dance and Protect, or are we running Iron Head with Terra Steel?
Good question. I like Iron Head. I think just this format is so fast that going for DD doesn't get as
I mean,
much.
this format has a lot of really long games. There's another Pokemon that we could put onto this team to try and enable Roaring Moon to set up further, as well as to try and enable Bruxish to set Trick Room in Ogerpon.
In Ogerpon?
Yeah.
Oh, we could do the
Cornerstone.
The fire one. Oh, the rock. Is the rock one good?
I think the rock one is good with this team. Whether it's good generally is a separate question.
Yeah.
Like, I think that putting a rock type on this team does make sense.
Well, I think we should look at, what is popular right now and consider what we have a really bad matchup into for this last lot. I don't think double draft.
Right now we struggle into Terra Water and Mungus a lot. Does it want to be?
Yeah. I mean, we have Wild Charge.
Yes. But this isn't goggles.
Yeah, I would love to have Taunt on the team.
Like, I don't want to Terra Grass this. I prefer a Terra Water on this, but I feel like I may have to Terra Grass to play around opposing Amoongus.
Yeah. Well, we kind of blow it up with a Weather Ball. I don't know if... Well, yeah, they're probably going to tear it. We have Psychic Fangs as well.
It's okay. Like,
yeah,
I think with Terra Grass here, I feel very comfortable into it, whereas with a Terra Fire or a Terra like Dragon or what have you, I feel less comfortable into it. And then I feel kind of annoyed by Ogerpon, but we do have Roaring Moon, which I imagine should be pretty decent into it.
You think Volt Switch is our play for getting in Torkoal over Heavy Slam?
I like it, and I also don't feel that worried about Flutter. It's really, like, we have Terra Steel, Roaring Moon, and then we have, like, multiple Terra Fire Pokemon, and then a Sash. Like, Iron Hands is our Pokemon who's most weak to Flutter Mane, so I don't feel super pressured to bring it, but I'm fine with it.
Sure. No, we can leave it as it is. Who else?
Are we running any speed on Iron Hands, or are we committing to Trick Room?
I think we want to commit to Trick Room.
Alright.
Because we have a Torkoal. Is Ursaluna Blood Moon actually popular?
I mean, I'd say it's probably in, like, the top 20 Pokemon.
Then we should probably have it in mind. Bruxish, Victreebel, Iron Hands. Yeah, I don't think we're bad. I don't think we have that bad of a matchup, especially with Terra Grass, Iron Hands.
No.
Do we need to worry about Wellspring, Ogerpon? Are we running a Poison on Vic?
I'm not super concerned about the Ogerpons when we have Roaring Moon.
Okay. We have Sun, which is good to Ninetales. How are we doing into Chi-Yu? Roaring Moon is a pretty good answer. And that is going to tear to beat Flutter. Yeah, I think this set of 5 is pretty solid. We'll have to discover what we have a bad matchup into. So
I think if we don't have anything, the best thing to throw on the team would just be Intimidate.
Okay, I was going to say Flutter Mane, but I think
there's
you're
just
right.
so much. Well, there's just so much setup in the current format of, like, Swords Dances with Ogerpon everywhere. Throwing in, like, a Lando or is there, like, a slow one that makes some sense? Really not. There's really not slow. I mean, we can run Luxray if you want to. I don't mind. I feel like we already have an Iron Hands, but probably go Gara with Helping Hand.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or Mence.
We could run Taunt Gara as well. To bolster the Amoongus.
Yeah, so I think that this is every Gara set is these 3 moves. And then the last move I was suggesting was Helping Hand.
The other option being Dragon Dance or Protect.
Dragon Dance, Protect, Terra Blast, and what's the move?
I don't know if I love Gyarados without Terra Blast on a Sun team. Like, 2 Water types on a Sun team is funny, but I think it might just be Arcanine, right?
Yeah,
for a Sun Abuser.
Do we just run, like, the standard dot set?
The what now?
The standard dot. Yeah, like
Sure.
the band set.
Ooh, Choice Band. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the one that I've been seeing people run a lot at this current point in time.
Cool. Okay. So
I actually don't know what the last move they did.
On
oh, Rock Slide, that's right.
Is there any ground type attacker that's common in the format?
Landorus.
Lando. Right. Okay. How are we looking into Lando? Because we.
Not great. That's why it was part of why I wanted to Intimidate. And some like Garrow or Salamence.
Yeah.
I think I lead pretty heavily towards like Garrow or Mence in this situation.
Should I change it to gear? Okay, we can change it to gear.
Yeah, I'm fine with Mence as well. But yeah, Gyarados hedges more around the GM Power matchup as well, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Are we concerned about?
I'd say right now, probably our most concerning matchup would be Farrig, just because it imprisons Trick Room, and like that's not like we have a Roaring Moon, you know.
We have knockoff, yeah.
Well, we also Sleep Powder.
And if they Terra Fairy, then we just
and but like with this, we do get access to Taunt, which is also very good for that.
Yeah. Are we weak to opposing dragon types without a fairy or a steel type on this team?
Are we weak to opposing dragon types? I cannot think of many dragon types that I'm concerned of clicking dragon type moves.
Yeah, it's really Roaring Moon. And we beat most of the Terra types on that.
There's like D-Knight, but you know, I'm more scared of E-Speed than D-Claw most of the time, and we do a Bruxish for that, so I feel like they're less likely to bring it. And like Outrage, I guess, is always annoying.
Yeah.
I do have Terra Fairy on Bruxish. We could make it Terra Fairy on Gyarados as well.
That's interesting.
Like, if we're just in the position where we don't want to lose to a Choice Band Dragonite, that's probably like the main position where we click a Terra on Gyarados, right?
Yeah. Well, I think if we just wanted to stick around longer for more waterfalls, we could also run Terra Flying to bluff Terra Blast. That's my choice.
I don't really like. I prefer to have some defensive utility on my Terra, especially if we're not using it offensively.
Yeah, I was definitely kidding.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
I was being facetious. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
How are we looking versus like a Chen Pao and a Tornadus kind of situation?
I feel like we just set up Trick Room super reliably against that.
Yeah. Right, because we can't get suckered because of Bruxish. Ooh, yeah. Bruxish is so good! Oh my god, I love Bruxish.
Dazzling is convenient. I can't wait to get to Serena and do the same team.
Serena's Sun? Hell yeah.
Let's go. I mean, maybe it's a Pelipper instead, you know. So I think this is where we're kind of sitting.
Yep, that looks good. I think the way you're slapping on these EV spreads so quickly, are these random sliders?
No, so some of them are me knowing specific like break points for other Pokemon. I believe that this 36 is for the common Farrig, because we have been seeing a lot of Roaring Moon. Like I think this was the like Lorcy attack stat, and then the speed stat I adjusted based on the fact that we're not Tailwind. This is just the Spadef set, the Spadef from like the normal from the Sword Stat set, because I don't know what to run on AV if I'm not speed invested.
Why don't you explain the Terra types and EV spreads to the audience while I go and do one thing. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Sure. Bruxish here is Terra Fairy. That's because it's weak to Wicked Blow, and I prefer for it not to be weak to Wicked Blow. It's not a super complicated thing, but it doesn't share any weaknesses with our previous weaknesses, which is nice. So maybe we'll be able to live like a hit plus a hit that would otherwise have been super effective. Then we've got this Victreebel here, which is just Terra Fire for damage. Since we noticed that the speed was not a super relevant breakpoint on most booster Pokemon, I just kind of didn't commit to it. I figure if they're not going to be booster speed, we're going to be faster anyways. There may be a better specific breakpoint to search for with this speed, but I don't know what it would be. So Torkoal, you just want min speed. You want Terra Fire for more damage. There are like some things where you can run like Terra Grass, but I'm not massive on that. And yeah, I prefer Flamethrower generally over Heat Wave.
Terra Fire, hell yeah.
Yeah. Then we got Iron Hands here. It's Terra Grass for reasons mentioned previously. I don't actually know why the 36 Adamant is standard, but I've seen a lot of 36 Adamant ones. And I just, cool. Like this is just the, like the Sword Stance version.
Is it efficient to invest all of our EVs in HP? Is that actually the right way to do it?
Like I said, this is just the Sword Stance set. I think this is something to do with synergy with Drain Punch. I don't know if like I haven't seen too many like non-booster energy or Sword Stance like ones. I definitely want AV on this Iron Hands, but yeah. So like I don't know if this is necessarily correct. Maybe. It's been correct on A set, therefore it must be correct.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, also the alternative would be to do this, which is not that much better.
No,
because we're not investing in 5 stats.
Well, we could put a little bit more into Spadef.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Roaring Moon. I don't remember what this like. I believe this 36 was for Fairy. I have the 140 here because we don't have Tailwind, and it's more about being able to. I hadn't been thinking about the Thunderwave at the time, but this should be faster than most Chiyus. And that was the thing, so I did change. I removed some of the defense boost up to the speed because I was a bit concerned about Chiyu since we got Terra Steel over Terra Flying. So that was my thought process there. And I just wanted the extra physical defense for survival. I think the previous one had like a specific benchmark. I think it lived a like boosted rock slide from something when you're Terra Flying, but we're not Terra Flying, so. Yeah, and then this Gyarados is, I think that the physical defense is for like a double intimated wild charge from Iron Hands.
Ooh, cool.
I don't remember. It's like a lot of these spreads are just spreads that I've seen and then like cramming together from memory. Especially because Reggie doesn't have like the Pikalytics hasn't updated, so it doesn't have like actual spreads that people have been using. So there we are. And I went Terra Fairy just because it doesn't share any weaknesses, which is always good. Okay, this seems pretty alright.
I thought that was a Calyrex on my screen for a second. I was so scared.
Oh, yeah, no. Calyrex, mainstay in the current format.
Okay.
So I think this is just a lead Iron Hand sort of game, right?
Mm-hmm. Do we want... because we can't fake out Guru necessarily,
no,
but we match up well at the last. Yeah, cool.
I like Iron Hand's Bruxish.
Sweet.
Talk
with
Gara.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think with this we can be pretty confident that the Guru isn't Symbiosis.
It's inner focus.
So I'm just gonna double the Rillaboom here.
You're gonna double the Rillaboom with attacks?
Fake out and Psychic Fangs.
Oh, I see. Oh, right.
I just want to exert pressure against the Rilla.
What was the thought process of not clicking Trick Room?
I thought they were going to do something to prevent Trick Room because they don't have Trick Room Abuser outside of Glastrier. I thought they were going to do something to play around that. But they didn't. So I'm just going to go Gara and...
Okay.
I could go Torkoal.
You're going to go with a hand slot?
I kind of expect them to U-turn into the Bruxish slot.
Really?
I could Protect.
Oh, you know what? They probably are not going to double into Bruxish. I think we just switch in...
I'm going to bring Gara into Iron Hands and then Torkoal into Bruxish. Because they could, like...
I was going to say we can break Trick Room with Bruxish.
You know, that's true. No, I thought they might do something. I don't know. Yeah, that U-turn I think was expecting. But you're right. They probably should have. They may Psychic into this slot.
They could. Yeah, I don't think they're going to, but they might.
Yeah. Nope, they Psychic into the other slot. And they crit because they are cheating cheaters.
So
I think if I Thunderwave the Glastrier, then Torkoal's probably faster.
Dude, this line is crazy. Yeah, I think you're right. And they can't encore us. Oh,
they just need to power it. It's fine.
Oomed.
I probably should have clicked something that wasn't Eruption.
Oh, baby. Well, we didn't.
We lived on one.
Oh, let's go.
We lived on one. It was simply too good.
Okay, we can taunt Guru perhaps. Could be helpful.
Taunt Guru and then switch in Iron Hands in the. No, I don't really want to.
You want to
Protect?
Protect Torkoal? Yeah, I like Protect Torkoal. What's the goal here? Are we stalling out our own sun?
Like to ideally reset the sun, I'm thinking. I think they are probably clicking Instruct here, which is annoying. Oh no, they said Trick Room for us. Thank you.
Oh.
How kind.
Well.
Oh wait, no, the last is lower now. That's right. That's right, the thing that we did. Why, if it isn't the consequences of my actions?
Hands is going to be good for this Glastrier. We're going to need to Terra... Ooh, for Terra Grass. I would love to get some damage off on this Glastrier. Unfortunately,
I want to Thunderwave the Oranguru. No, I'm going to taunt the Oranguru again, because it's going to Encore me anyways. And then I want to Flamethrower the Oranguru.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured if it was full para, I probably wasn't getting much value out of the other slot.
Ooh, let's go.
Okay, well the taunt didn't wind up being particularly effective, but we'll see.
Well,
we just go Iron Hands now, regardless.
Yeah. Do we want to fake out Glass?
Yeah, I think we are pretty... I mean, I kind of just want a Helping Hand Wild Charge, right?
Is that going to kill? Probably.
I mean, it's our best shot.
Let's Terra. Yeah, okay, cool. Nice.
Let's hope they didn't go for Icicle Crash. They went for Protect.
Oh!
That's very rude.
Oh, good play. Good play, good play, good play, good play, good play. Alright. Alright.
We do have the ability to switch.
How are we going to get out of this jam? Mancini the Amazing?
We bring Bruxish into the Iron Hand slot. And we just Waterfall the Oranguru.
Yeah, no, it's over though.
It's not necessarily over. If they Icicle Crash double the Bruxish, we can still come out. Okay, they crit us. There's no way that KO'd without the... They both crit! They both crit! I mean, we're still fine, right? So, like, obviously the game is definitely not, like, over or anything. Like, this isn't, like, a winning position, necessarily. But the game is still being played.
It is technically still being played. No! No, the Protect was so obvious. We could have gone for Wild Charge into Guru!
Are we too worried about Guru? Like, they were either protecting this turn or they were protecting the next turn. Yeah, so... I don't know.
We would have been able to preserve... We had the flinch chance from Waterfall! Pair flinch? Alright, well...
We couldn't flinch Guru ever, but yes.
We got quickly 4-0'd because you didn't set up Trick Room earlier to position our Torkoal.
You know, that is fair.
Alright. Are we doing Pokeaim style where I get to be in the driver's seat this time? So Sisui and Arcanine always had a Sprite?
Define always.
Like... since...
It's had it for, like, a couple weeks at least. I haven't seen it as well. I mean, it's had it since, like, Worlds, at least.
Okay. Never mind. I thought it was new. Alright, this is the same shit. Except we do it better
Trick Room
this time.
is significantly better in this matchup.
Yeah. Am I in the driver's seat here?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
We go on Iron Hands Bruxish? Okay.
Yeah. I don't think there's another... That makes more sense. Blood Moon, huh? Interesting.
If they're Throat Spray, we win. If they're not Throat Spray, there's a real game.
What other item would they be?
Like Assault Vest or offensive boosting item, like Specs or stuff. I mean, we just fake out Ursaluna and click Trick Room, right?
Yeah, that's what I clicked. I think Torn is less threatening here because they can't taunt us unless they're defiant. No!
I did run into that once with an Afara Giraffe.
Okay, what's our game plan here? So Torkoal looks bad. Oh, Terra Fairy.
Torkoal looks bad, is your view?
Oh, baby. Torkoal is bad into the Arcanine and the... well, not the Orgrippon because they already used their Terra. Cool. Okay. So Iron Hands is not in a great position here.
I mean, Iron Hands is not in an amazing position, but I think it's in an alright position. It can just Volt Switch out pretty safely, and I think we just commit Volt Switch and Psychic Fangs to the Ursaluna slot and bring Gyarados in the Iron Hand slot.
You want to double the Ursaluna? Oh, I guess Volt Switch is... Well, I just feel like we can take...
You can Volt Switch the Torn if you prefer. I kind of want damage on Ursaluna.
Let's try it.
I definitely think we Psychic Fangs the Ursaluna. I'm fine with Volt Switching Torn.
Okay, cool. Well, we should have done the Ursaluna. You were right.
Oh, the only punish was Protect, and I feel like they're Assault Vest. We bring Gara in, always.
Yeah. Because there's a Fairy move. Oh, Hyper Voice. There it is. Baby. Okay. Thankfully, we have Bruxish.
Unfortunately, we seem to be in Trick Room when our opponent is appreciative of it. I mean, we just throw off a Psychic Fangs into the Ursaluna and a Waterfall into the Ursaluna? Or do we have a Psychic Fangs the real... Actually, we should Wave Crash, because we want to switch. Probably should have Wave Crash last turn, honestly.
Interesting. You're just saying, let's just give up Bruxish?
Yeah, so we get Torkoal in free.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Just Waterfall into Ursaluna.
Not the War Absorb Pokemon.
Nasty. Oh, perfect.
I should have Psychic Fangs.
No! Oh, you locked in? I thought I was in the driver's seat. I clicked Psychic Fangs.
Did I click that? Oh, sorry. I'll keep my hand off my mouse.
No, it's all good. Okay. Well, this one's tough. We're not getting
Protect
another trick
Bruxish,
room here.
Thunderwave, Ogerpon.
I was thinking about switching into Iron Hands with the Gyarados slot so we can get another into him.
I want to Thunderwave the Ogerpon and then try and switch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
I also would like to try and reset Trick Room, which is why I'd like to bring
I don't
Ogerpon.
think we're
So
ever going to reset Trick Room. No, we're never going to be able to reset Trick Room.
I want to bring Iron Hands in on this turn, so that we can try and use Fake Out to reset Trick Room.
And then what are we doing with Bruxish?
Trick Room. Oh, this next turn. That's a really good question. I think that's a very. It's like the challenge is definitely positioning Bruxish.
Yeah.
So I mean, at this point, I think we just throw a Psychic Fangs and a Waterfall into Taunt, right?
I don't think we can click Waterfall in front of Ogerpon, dude.
Water Absorb is not Storm Drain.
They have Follow Me.
Oh, I mean, okay, Thunderwave then, I guess. Taunt is fine.
Ah, damn.
Why is the Taunt slower than... I hate running.
Because we're using T-Wave Trick Room. Alright, here we go. This game is for all the marbles, baby.
Oh, we Thunderwave them. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, that was.
I wanted a Waterfall.
You were right. Waterfall was the play. Okay, who's getting faked out? Fake out here.
Well, I don't think we would ever Fake Out Ogerpon, because it will click Spiky Shield 100% of the time. I kind of just want to, like, Drain Punch and over Eruption.
You don't want to
into
fake out the
Taunt
Taunt? I don't like Eruption here.
You're completely correct when not in Trick Room.
I think the only way to make anything happen here is just to Terra.
We Flamethrower.
Torkoal.
Yeah, we definitely Terra Torkoal. This is not a Terra Iron Hands game.
I'm gonna fake out Ogerpon in case they don't Spiky Shield.
Okay.
And hope that Torn gets full parrot. I think that's our out.
Okay.
Let's see.
I don't think we need
Right.
it to Terra to get through the full para route.
Oh, it's so free.
Oh, we went for Eruption. Okay.
Yes, we did.
Sorry,
Alright.
I thought we were saying
We're
the
gonna
other
pull
one.
and then I will. Here
Okay,
we
so
go.
Ursaluna is the slower, like faster than both of our Pokemon. So we are definitely going to Wild Charge crit the Ogerpon and Flamethrower crit the Ursaluna. Oh, that's true as well.
No, we're protecting. No. Follow me. Damn. Ooh, big money. 54. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we
here.
2-hit KO Ursaluna with Wild Charge from this range.
Well, it's worth a shot. Not like Drain Punch is doing better.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright,
we definitely just
okay.
Wild Charge the Ogerpon. I mean, I just wanted to target the Ogerpon.
Okay, we're still in this. Can Iron Hands 1v1 Ursaluna? Let's find out. Uh-oh. Alright, here we go.
So, like, I don't think
I'll try to
Torkoal
get
gets
Luna.
OHKO'd by Ursaluna. But I may be wrong.
I think it does.
The internet seems to be suggesting that it does.
I think it's dead. Yep. Yepperino.
I swear, Ursaluna's
Alright.
numbers never make sense to me.
So Terra Firing there was the wrong move. If we were Terra Grass here, we actually had a shot.
Yeah, that's
well,
fair.
maybe. Alright.
Why is the
Oh, we
Rillaboom
lived.
slower than the Ursaluna?
This is a crazy team. Alright, we went 0-2. That was very fun. I'm gonna bounce.
Oh,
If
okay, you don't have
feel
time
like
for the
it.
third match?
I do not, unfortunately. I
Okay.
have to go.
Well, everyone, thanks Jace for coming along.
you,
Episode
Brad.
may not have worked out as well as we necessarily hoped it was. We also didn't use Victreebel at all, which was probably a mistake.
Oh, we did it.
Ah. That's right, we're a Sun team. But
Right,
yeah,
well,
thanks everyone for watching.
Pokemon.
Bruxish is like kind of a mid Pokemon in 6. You said you had Victreebel in 11, I have it in 10, I don't really know.
I think they're both better. I think Bruxish was really good at stopping
People
parry
clicking,
moves.
one person did click Taunt.
Yep. Alright.
Bye.
Adios.